All right, so I just picked up this, I believe it's an 06, what the title said on the Facebook ad. But I believe it's an 06. It is a YFZ450. As you can see, the front fenders were cut. I believe he was riding in the dunes. So I guess he liked all the sand in his face. I'm not really sure. I can't really verify the VIN. It's not really scratched, it's just kind of rusted. But I believe the he told me it was an 06, I believe. So this one I picked up for a pretty good deal. It was like 30 minutes away from me. Came with a few things. It came with a whole new set of plastics. Came with what it come with? Came with Nerf bars, but they were broken. Someone had welded it up and the weld didn't hold up pretty good, and they needed to be welded up back again. It's missing a few. This is where the Nerf bars were attached to. It's missing the bolt for that. Same for this side. Missing the bolt for the bracket. So he still had those and he just threw them in with it. Came with, it also came with a whole shim kit. Because apparently the previous guy before him had put hot cams into it. And they re-shimmed it. So when I was looking at it, it did. Some of the like sprocket bolts were loose. I believe it's just that one. Oh, two of them are loose. It's got the parking brake delete. See, it has a plate right here. And the lever's gone. It's got the ASV lever, stock lever over here. Got the ODI grips. Some other guy was commenting about the ODI grips. He said they're pretty good, so they don't slip off while you're riding. And I do agree with that. Some of the grips I bought do slide off a little bit or have play. So these really do help. So no play in the steering wheel, no rips in the seat. It's just super dirty. The photos in the ad, he was like riding in the dunes. And he had like paddle tires on it. It's got a new rear tire and front tires. The headlights, he said the headlights were broken when he got it, so he stuck these aftermarket ones on along with the light bar. He said he went to the dealership and the dealership was offering too much for the headlights, so he went aftermarket. It's got the little, I'm not really a big fan of this, but it holds up the light. So I don't know, I might just keep that just so I don't have to take that off. But really just needs a good wash. It'll clean up pretty well. Let's see. The air filter was, I believe, dirty when I looked at it. Yeah. So that's really dirty. I might try to clean this up because I do have some cleaner for it. It's not K&N, but it's like a different cleaner that I got on another bike that came with it. It's missing the airbox cover. It's missing the rear brake light. But it does have the connector on it still, so no splicing. I just gotta figure out where to mount it. Somehow I'm gonna probably mount it to these tabs. Let's see. Sprockets looks good. It's got a case saver on there. The guard right here is easy to put back in together. Roller's good. Let's see. It's got the skid plate on the bottom. No leaks. pretty dry under there, no cracks, no JB weld by the chain. Missing a few bolts for the plastics, which I do have the bolt kit for. So it does need an oil change too. You can't really tell. You got to be running the quad for it to reach the dipstick on there. But towards the end of that, it's pretty dark. And then bracket here on the other side was broken. See, it's broken right here, so it needs a new tab for the plastic piece. One of the bolts are missing from the exhaust heat shield. This can be put back in there nicely. Still a clean bike though. He told me he got in an accident and said he was trying to get rid of all of his toys. So when I was pulling up, someone had left with the bike, a motorcycle, and he sold that too. So I got this for a pretty good deal, about 2,500 bucks. Around my area, these go for around 35, 38. So not too bad. Just a few things need to be done to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a wash, see how good it cleans up. So we got our power washed up. So the white stains really easily, especially with the red mud. So you can see some of the white is like off-white. It's not completely white. Some areas cleaned up pretty good, like the front. But this thing's pretty caked. I got all up in the motor. Pretty clean now with the power washer. It's super easy with the power washer as long as it's not white. You shouldn't have an issue cleaning up the quad. You can see up here the black stuff, all this mud residue. So what I got is just like my other white quad, I got these magic erasers from Amazon. It's not Mr. Clean, but it's the great value kind, I guess. Amazon brand, Chinese. But I got like 100 of these for the price of like one box of the Mr. Clean ones. So some guy was asking me how I clean my quad on my other white one, and that's what I use. So let's go ahead and get the scrubbing. So I redid the front fender right here. Look at that, super white. No more of that residue at all. As you can tell, that's the part I didn't do. And that's the part I scrubbed up. All up in the front. Super clean already. But let's do the rest of the bike and see how it turns out. Alright, I just got done with scrubbing the rest of the four-wheeler with the magic eraser. Looks super clean, man. Even got underneath it, on the other side. Super clean. Even got the wheels. Yeah, you can pretty much clean anything with those magic erasers and it'll clean it right up. Remember the black around the ignition? Took that all off. Wheels are super clean. So clean up really good. So I'm gonna order up the parts that it needs. Most likely on eBay. It takes about a week to come in. So I gotta order the brake light for it, order up the rear brake light, order up the bracket for this side of the plastics. As you can see, it's broke right here. Yep. What else I gotta get? I need to clean the air filter. I need to buy the oil. Let's see, I think that's really it. So this bike really didn't need too much. Hopefully it runs good. I think that's really it. So y'all stay tuned for the next video. And it should be all good, put back together. Oh, I noticed this. So, assuming the front LED light strip or light bar doesn't work because it needs to be plugged in for the power. So that's not good. So, and this brake lever is a little bent. Oh, I need to tighten up the sprocket bolts. Can't forget to do that. Can't have that coming loose. Alright, let me order up the parts and stay tuned for the next video about a week later. This thing will be up and going.